Ladies and gentlemen, many of us here would agree that when we live in Singapore, we would have to be prepared to be under constant scrutiny. That's right, I said scrutiny, not by our government, but by our relatives, some of whom we are very close to, the rest we hardly knew of their existence. But there's one thing that's common amongst all of these relatives, that is their intense interest in every aspect of our lives. Think about it. When we were young and in school, they will be asking about which school we'll be attending, the grades of our examinations. When we're at work, they'll be asking about which corporation we've joined, our position in the hierarchy, as well as the salary we draw every month. And if that's not enough, they even intrude into our social lives, asking about whether we have girlfriends, whether we are married, whether we have children, whether we have grandchildren. You know, it appeared to me that these relatives have all the answers on how we should be living our own lives. But the strange thing is this, many of them do not follow the same advice they've been dishing out to us. But being young and naive then, I formed the impression that all these were societal expectations. Expectations of which if we meet or exceed, we'll make our parents proud. And if our parents are proud, they would be happy. So since young, I've been putting a lot of effort to ensure that I excel in my studies. At work, I made sure that my effort has been recognized. So I was promoted, headhunted, my salary has been increasing steadily. As for my social life, well, I think I got myself a pretty good wife. With all these material gains, I told myself, my parents must be proud, and therefore they should be happy. But little did I realize that with increasing material gains will come increasing responsibilities. And with increasing responsibilities, increasing pressures at work. I still recall as I was coming up the corporate ladder, I've been coming home later and later in the evening with my office laptop in tow. When I reach home without greeting anyone, I'll lock myself out and start typing away. My mom, being concerned, will start knocking on my door. Boy, how come you're back so late? Have you had dinner already? Don't stay so late, okay? And I'll report, Mom, can you please stop disturbing me? How many hours was I going to finish this work first, alright? Dinner can wait. Go back and sleep. Slowly, she'll walk back to the room. Many a times, I'll be walking really late into the night, sometimes even 3 hours in the morning, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. Mom, being concerned, will start knocking on my door. Boy, so late already, how come I haven't slept yet? It's really unhealthy, you know. And I'll retort, Mom, it's even more unhealthy if I don't finish this on my time. My boss will kill me, alright? Go back and sleep. Slowly, she'll walk back to the room. I still recall there was this once when my mom brought herself a new handphone, and she was not technologically savvy. She came to me for advice on how to use the handphone. I told her once, I told her twice, but by the third time, I've lost all patience, and I said, Mom, can't you understand a few simple instructions? If you don't know how to use a handphone, then don't buy one. Quietly, she walked back to her room. These were really hurtful words indeed, but at that point in time, I foolishly assumed that Mom would understand. After all, it's nothing personal. All these were mere manifestations of all the treasures I've been doing at work. After all, I've been a good son. I've been providing for their material needs. I've made them proud. So therefore, they should be happy. I've been settled with this negative attitude for quite some time, until about 3 years ago, one incident changed my entire life. Back then, I just finished lunch with my colleagues and we were on the way back to the office. And then suddenly there was this huge sudden downpour and everyone was searching for shelter. Everyone, except for a lone cat, standing in the rain, meowing at the top of her voice. Meow, meow, meow. I was very curious. Aren't cats supposed to be afraid of water? So why is this cat standing in the rain, staring at the drain? So I took my umbrella and went in for a closer look. As I peered into the drain, I saw this little kitten hanging onto the side of the rain, fighting against the current of the rainwater rushing in, fighting for his dear life. At that point in time, it dawned upon me that it was a mother cat calling for help to save her kitten. Straight away, I picked up both the mother and the kitten and brought them to shelter. That afternoon, the same scene replayed my mind over and over again. I was marveling at how the mother cat was willing to sacrifice her own well-being for the sake of her kitten. My thought started to drift into my childhood days, where I could vividly remember how my parents had sacrificed to ensure that I grew up well. When I was young, I was really poor in mathematics. And as we all know, if you don't pass mathematics, you don't get to graduate from school. At that point in time, Mom was holding on to a full-time job. When she came home, there was still a lot of household chores for her to do. In spite of these challenges, Mom still found enough time and a lot of patience to coach me in mathematics. Eventually, I passed. I graduated. If it's not for my mom, I wouldn't have been what I am today. And to think that I did not even have the patience to teach her how to use a handphone. Tears started streaming down my eyes as I felt really guilty of how I've been treating my mom in the past. At that point in time, I realized that I may have been my parents' proud with my material gains, but I did not make them happy at all. That evening, I went home, gave my mom a big hug, and I said, "Mom, I'm really sorry for the way I treated you in the past. Can I have a look at your handphone, please?" She showed me her handphone, and for the next 2 hours, we were exploring every single feature that the handphone had to offer. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, these 2 hours are some of the most fulfilling, satisfying periods of my entire life. And you could see how happy my mom was. She didn't say anything, but you could see the glow that's appearing on her face, the happiness that was radiating from within. Subsequently, I gave up my high-flying corporate job for something less exciting but more stable, something that could give me more time for my family. Between the choice of career success and family ties, my choice is crystal clear. For I know that in the best and the worst of times, it will be my family standing by my side, not my CEO, not some corporate chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, as I share this personal story with all of you, what I seek to do is not validation. What I seek to do is to create awareness, so that those of us who have heard this story will not repeat the same mistake as I did. All of us will have different aspirations in life, but there's this one glorious, fantastic aspiration that all of us can strive to live up to. That is the moral right to look our parents in the eyes, hold on to their hands with a warm hug and a smile, and say, "Pa, Ma, thank you very much for the chance to make you happy." Fantastic.